You know, like, you worry about you, I worry about me. You know what I'm saying? What you do is what you do. What I do is what I do. Yeah, I'm in my own lane. I like that. I'm in my own lane. There's only one way I gotta live. When the beat going hard, I gotta kill. And they ain't worried about how you haters feel. I'm in my own lane. I'm in my own lane. I was built for this, meant for this. I can't sin for this. God gave me life and I'm gonna bless him to the death of this. Money making switch on your scene. Yeah, I'm filthy rich. Blessings after blessings every day. I'm kinda cool with this. Back in '05, I was blind, couldn't picture this. Blessings all around me like I'm drowning. I might need a ship.
Hi everybody, how y'all doing today? This is guy Billy Ball on the phone with another great video. I want to thank y'all for watching, and most of all I want to thank God for giving me the opportunity to make another great video. So on today we want to jump straight into it. Don't have much time, not gonna hold you long. Gonna jump straight back into part 2 of how to build your dreams from the flow of video on the topic 5 things that you must identify before you really define your purpose and your dream. And those 5 things are: who am I, why I'm here, where I'm from, what can I do, and where I'm going. Today we're going to talk about why I'm here. I, Billy Ball, the former Philip, I feel like I'm here on this earth to influence and help others find their purpose in life. That's my target goal of what I try to do. So on this video, I got some ears of corn here, and I'm going to tie a life lesson into our subject we're talking about. So once I identified these 5 questions, why I'm here, and my purpose was, I am here to influence and help others find their purpose in life. That's just why I'm here. So all of us started off from a seed, just like each one of these ears of corn all started off from the seed. Each one of these ears of corn were produced right here, all come from one seed. And so those are 3 seeds, and even this little small ear right here. And we're going to talk about, these are some ears from 2020. These are all from 2021. And during the growing season, you know, it's so much going into growing a crop. You know, you won't believe the information and stuff that you had to maintain. And on this sheet of paper right here, I got microns and micronutrients that we pull a tissue sample on these plants during the growing season, and we send them off to the lab and get them analyzed. And different shades of color mean different things. Green is good, you know, you got your deficiencies, low, optimal, high, and very high. And so each one we pull these tissue samples, it let us know when the sample come back, it let us know how each one of these micros and micronutrients are running in these plants. And some of this stuff that we can address with a foliar feed, just like I had an interview with Clay Atkins last week on that last video. That way he stepped into play. He said different types of micronutrients and microns and micronutrients that we can fly over the top with a plane. Some people have irrigation pumps they can put them in when they watering their plant. They can inject it in the water so the plant can get it. But a lot of these micronutrients and micronutrients, you had to put them out in the fall of the year to get them incorporated in the soil. And really, you put them out in the fall of the year. Some of this stuff, when it shows up, you can correct it in a small amount of measure, in a small amount. But you really can only fix that problem. You had to pull a soil sample, and you had to put these different types of microns and micronutrients out in the fall and incorporate in the soil. And it'll sit there all winter long and be available for the plant in the spring when we plant it. So some of this stuff moves through the soil well, some of this stuff don't move through the soil well. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Is all of us got a gift and potential, just like these seeds. Each one of these seeds have the same amount of potential, but the difference between these seeds and us, we have the power to make a decision. It don't make no difference where you're from a single parent home, no, just broken homes. It really don't make a difference. If it make a difference in a way, because we can't choose the way that we get here. So, but if you're waking up every single day, that's an opportunity for you to better yourself. So if you don't like what's going on in your life, you got the power to change that. Versus these seeds right here is all in my control. These seeds don't have no suggestion or no power to make a decision where they're going. But once we purchase it, so it's our responsibility to find out what type of soil they need to go on, what type of population need to be planted, how much fertilizer need to be going with these to produce a certain amount of acres of corn per acre. So it's so much goes into this. And so the same thing in life. So if every seed has a gift. So this particular seed was planted in a very low spot in the field, and it got a late start, and it come up in between two good plants, and it got behind. It probably came up like 4 or 5 days after these two plants came up, and they got shaded out in the middle. So by this plant, they were planted at the same time, but they got a late start. This was all that they produced. It still produced, but it didn't reach its max potential, and it had no control of that. But in our aspect, being a human being, you get the same 24 hours that everybody else on this earth. It's about what you do with your time. And I'm here to encourage you, to challenge you. It's just like that corn seed. You have the power to change things in your life. The corn seed does not have the power to change things. If I want to see this corn reach its max potential, I got to study my soil type, my seed type. I got to match all this stuff up to put out, to produce my protective goal. I can't produce 200 bushel corn, put out 100 bushel acre pounds of fertilizer or micronutrient to produce 100 bushel corn. I can't expect to get what I put in. So it's the same thing in life. Whatever you put in yourself is going to be part of your productive in life. If you put in little, you're going to get a little. If you put on a lot of hard work, you're going to reap a lot of work. So I'm going to break this ear of corn right here down and show you just the power of that one seed and how much grain it produced. And we had the power to do the same thing. So they say my gift is being a mechanic incline, and I can take that gift anywhere in the world. And right now I'm not certified to do mechanic work, but it's my natural gift. So if I want to get better, I got to go to school, educate myself, surround myself around good people, and learn as much as I possibly can, and just start exercising my gift. And even though I had a gift, if I don't polish it and instead of continuing to grow, I would just continue to produce a certain amount of income, grain, or success in life. But if I keep working hard and keep polishing and keep going, it's just like that corn seed on here. I got the potential to continue to produce as much as I put in. The more I put into my gift, and to separate myself from the crowd, to get better at what I do, the higher my outcomes and the better my potential for me to grow is steady growing, as long as I put the energy and surround myself in a good environment. So it's just like that. I'm almost done with this one ear corn. All that grain come from one seed right here. All that grain come from one seed. That whole pile. I'm not going to take time to break down this right here. So what I'm saying, just like this, if you hang around the wrong crowd in life and everybody is comfortable or getting the same results, or not trying to grow, or not studying, or trying to be better at what you do, this is what you're going to produce. Yeah, you can produce some grain, and I'm going to break that down and show you the difference. So when you hang around negativity, people not trying to grow or trying to get better in life, you will produce some, but it will not reach your full potential if the people or the environment or the things that you're hanging around every single day are not influencing you to grow. And so look at that different. That pile right there. You got a handful of seeds, and you're that right there. So whatever you put out in life, this is what you're going to get. If you put in the hard work and put in the right micronutrients and the right fertility, all the right nutrients that you need to produce, what are your target goals? What are you trying to produce? You got to study that, and you can get there, but it's gonna cost a lot of hard work and sweat, pain. It's gonna cost you to stay up 2-3 days at a time. It's gonna cost you something. But if you are comfortable with the little bit that you got, you can live all your life, and this is all you'll produce. But if you want better, you have the power to make a decision. And this corn right here don't have that power to make a decision. Now, its potential, when it's come out the bag, it had the potential to produce 600 bushel an acre corn out the bag in a perfect environment. Ma'am had done it. We had a grower, I think it's Mr. David Hooler. They have a little corn growing contest. They got a show called Corn Warrior, and he broke the world record. He harvested like 619 bushel an acre corn on an acre. And so what scientists have said, that this corn had the potential to produce 600 bushel an acre, ma'am had done it. So the limitation, he could not control the rainfall, the sunlight, and all that aspect of it. But he controlled every element that it took to keep that plant healthy. You know, dealing with the diseases, the weeds, the fertility in the soil. He did everything he could to produce those yields, and he kept working at it. It took a few years to do it, but he kept working and he done it. And so it's the same thing in life. If you keep working hard and you keep yourself rooted and grounded and focus on your purpose and your dreams and what you're trying to accomplish in life, and you keep trying to elevate yourself, eventually one day you'll go from this one seed, and you'll go to this little small pile, and you keep investing, and you go to this pile. And once you get so much invested in what you're doing, then once you get where you're going in life, you got to take some of that stuff you make and you got to invest in somebody else. And then you save some. And then the most important thing, you know, God just requires you 10% of whatever he give you. So if he give you 24 hours a day, the only thing that helped me change to get me where I'm going right now, I just started giving God 10% of my day, 2 hours and 40 minutes a day. Been in church all my life. You know, I understand the power of giving. I understand the 10%, but the 10%, you know, that's a bad minimum what God required. But at the same time, if he bless you with this much right here, you can, you know, if you invest this much and start helping others, the more you put out there, just remember, this starts from one seed. So if I invest this much out there, and every one of these seeds start producing this kind of year, I just showed you how much grain that this with one seed has the potential to produce. But you got to fertilize. So if you want to grow and break this generation curse like this, you got to start sowing into your life. Find out what your purpose and your dreams or why you're here on this earth. Now, we are here to build one another up, to encourage and help one another grow. I have no control of how I got here. But if you're on this earth and you wake up every single day, you have a power to change your situation. And if you don't take time and seek God, you will always be running, you know, am I doing the right thing? Or people always say, you need to do this, you need to do this, and you need to do that. So I just want to take time out today and just encourage somebody. It don't take one seed and put it in good soil, and you fertilize it, and you keep studying, going to class when everybody else going to parties. You keep working towards your dreams and keep working towards your purpose, and I promise you, you will produce this size ear of corn, and you have the potential to grow as much as you want to. Whatever you put in yourself and whatever you invest your time in, that's what you're going to produce. If you don't put the time in, don't put the work in, you will grow very little. You will produce some, but it's going to be very minimal. And it's going to run out soon, because you got to keep yourself rooted and grounded and focus on the thing that you need to be doing to get better. I want to take time and say thank y'all for watching, and I'll be back next week with another good video. I'm not going to be here long, but I just want to thank y'all for watching, and just think about these 5 things. 5 things that you really must identify before you really define your purpose and a dream. Who am I? Why I'm here? where I'm from, what can I do, and where I'm going. And I promise you, if you answer these 5 questions, your life will get real simple, and you can focus on the things that help you to grow, to produce your max amount of potential. And when you start doing those things, you will see that the people that you helping around grow. So by me shooting these videos, I hope I can encourage to have somebody to think about, man, you had the same potential as this corn seed laying on this little tabletop here. You got the potential to produce 600 bushels an acre, or whatever your target goal or where you're trying to go in life. You got the potential to multiply that by 600. And if you put God first in everything you do, and I promise you, you will get there, but you got to stay focused. And you got to be rooted and grounded. You have the power to change everything that you want to in life. And I thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all next week.
Switch up.